はい、皆さん、こんにちは、こんばんは。今日は MLB 座賞24、ロサンゼルス、ドジャース、VS、アトランタ、ブレーブス、始めていきましょう。
Other way, Soto makes the grab, one away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Sean Murphy.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. May over to first. And he's back standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. No intent of stealing on that pitch.
Fought off foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
He goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Here is Matt Olson. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. And that one fouled off.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
And the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. And Olson is set down. And that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit no score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Max Fried. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. The lefty fires. In the air, left field. Coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Juan Soto.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Max said he's not sure who actually started it first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one blasted deep to right. Acuna ranging back and caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch misses. Ohtani throws right, bats left. 30 years old now, and he's a former home run derby champ. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's Austin Riley.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
May back to work. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 6th, the second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. In there at the knees for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Playable Betts makes the grab, and there's one away. 2 down.
batting 7th, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. That one in there across the letters.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. No score here in the second. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty delivers. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two outs. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And the righty deals. On the ground at first. And that's just foul.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
And here it comes. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And the Braves go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in L.A., bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And now it's Juan Soto.
Soto.
As the lefty gets to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Here comes a pitch. Swings and chases a low one there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is down low.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Left-hand hitter waits. Just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And up next for Los Angeles, Luis Domingo. Swings through that.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Not even close there. 1-1. Yeah, it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And downstairs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's Mookie Betts. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And that's in there for strike 1. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Now the left fielder, Jared Kelman. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. There's a strike. At the belt and fires. Hit on the ground to the right side. Domingo steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The designated hitter, Jake Fraley.
And now the DH, Jake Fraley. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Michael Harris. Next up for the Braves. Walked his first time. In there for strike one. Top of the third, no score. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one missed. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Vargas. And he deals. And that's in for a strike. That's a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. That's to third. Riley throws across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
And a foul ball left side. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one is upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the out on Smith.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Logan Wagner.
Now the third baseman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That's a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
0-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One hit, one left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Start of the 4th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Orlando Arcia. The right-hander back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Acuna measures 6 feet even, 27 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The 1-0. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
4th inning underway, no score.
Right through there for a strike.
This is off the inside. Now 3-1.
3-1.
Center field. Paez under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate. Grounded out his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. And a good eye there.
2-1.
2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. Still no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers.
the center fielder, Andy.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And a foul ball. And now the lefty. That one outside. And 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Misses off the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next to the Dodgers.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Juan Soto now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Late swing, foul to the left. Man at first, one away. And another ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Domingo takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
1-0.
All tied up here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Fried keeping an eye on him. And the pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. And the pitch. And that's outside. 2-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. To second, pulls him off the bag.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next for L.A., Mookie Betts. Hammered on the line, base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the power speed combo. Miguel Vargas. Ball one there. The lefty to 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
Domingo on second. Betts on at first with 2 down. And that one is in for a strike. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Braves 0. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
The pitch. That
One ball,
misses
no
the
strikes.
zone, and it's 1-0. Popped up. Vargas settles under this one, and there's one down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
One gone, runner at first. And next for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. Albies dives back in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now
Here's
back,
Jared Kelnick.
left fielder,
Grounded out his first time up.
Kelnick.
And that's in for a strike. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Two outs. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. Out number 3. One left for Atlanta. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
John
Dodgers,
Shabby with my buddy Chris
the
Singleton.
catcher,
And set to get us started.
Will
Bottom 5. Will Smith. Freed back to work. Just missed. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1. That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate
Up
lately.
next from Dodgers, the third baseman, Logan Wagner.
And now number 35.
Nope, that's in.
Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Smith gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now 2-1.
2-1.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. That one hit to right. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. A little bit high. And a full count now.
Count's full.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball.
6.
It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Number 6 stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Foul ball there. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
The pitch. Murphy tries to block it, but it gets away. Smith into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at-bat until that put-away pitch. And it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Kicks and fires. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Smith also throwing. 2-1 now. That's down and in.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one finds the zone. Now 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that'll do it. 1 left for LA, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in LA, all set for the top of the 6th. And the batter now, Jake Fraley. And here it comes. And there's the strike.
0-1.
In the air, right field. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. A strikeout and a walk.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a big swing and a miss.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and a count 1-2. Line drive, snags it for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Next to hit, Orlando Arcia. And the first offering is not close. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto makes the catch, and that'll do it. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Will Smith.
Number 32.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, big power guy right there and
Now
generating
back,
so much
right
bat
fielder.
speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off to the right. Smith, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Left-hand batter waits. Checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. A little bit low. Action in the pen down there. Ronaldo Lopez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Kicks and deals. He swings and fouls one off. Two. Good eye right there.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Very strong coming out of the
Now
pen
batting.
so far as he punches
first
out the
baseman,
first 2 batters he's
Luis
faced in this one, getting
Domingo.
straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Domingo up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. And that's a little bit high.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Next pitch downstairs. And now 3 balls and a strike. Mookie Betts waiting for a turn at the plate. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the top of the 7th. And the right-hander back to work. Hard hit left side. They get the out on Acuna.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Matt Olson.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Jonathan Loaisiga, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Vesia getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one missed. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Right through there for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And a base hit up the middle. And that puts the tying run on base.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves.
That's a ball.
Up and in. Ball 1.
Ball, no strikes.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Wouldn't chase that time. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That one inside, and now 3-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Righty to the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
In for a strike. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Jared Kellner up next. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And fouled off. So the tying run at second. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And the righty deals. And they're all loaded up.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Dustin May departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a lefty out of the pen, Alex Vesia.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Jared Kellner. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Left-hand hitter waits.
That missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1
Big
strike.
spot, 2 outs. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging. And the Braves will strand 3. They still trail 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ronaldo Lopez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And Mookie takes. Next pitch is inside. 3-1 now. And the right-hander deals. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Vargas in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That clips a corner. This one smoked out to left. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Number 35, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a broken bat flare towards left. And the inning is over. So the Dodgers leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Back for the top of the eighth, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. Whit Merrifield.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
As the lefty gets to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Betts on the run, sends it over to first. Now he launches a throw over his head.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Now snap throw to first. Merrifield dives back in. And he deals. And a ground ball to first. Boots it to first, and he just gets it there in time. One away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Orlando.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And that one fouled off. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-2. So the tying run at second. Bounce to the left side, and that chance handled. Sends it across to first. Now 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves strand one. They're down 1-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the left fielder. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Here comes a pitch. Ball one there. Activity in the bullpen. Penn Murphy getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. The 1-0. In there at the knees.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that's downstairs and outside. At the belt and fires. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Next offering is downstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
1 down, base is empty. Got it by him for the K.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that one in the air center field. Harris makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 left for LA, but they're on top 1-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. J.P. Fireisen. 25th appearance of the year for him. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. The pitch. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
He's 2 outs away. Austin Riley, the next to hit. This to third. Fires across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That one ripped right center field, and it one-hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now the catcher up to hit, Sean Murphy, trying to deliver as the hero. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
1 strike away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Mm-hmm.
ご視聴ありがとうございます。高評価、チャンネル登録お願いします。